yourself, please?
Oh, my name is Krassen Stanchev. I'm not very young, but I'm still still vigilant, and I'm here in Argentina to see how the country develops. I'm interested in Argentina for many years, starting, in '97, which is almost 30 years ago. Then I was an executive director of the first independent free market institute in my country, Bulgaria, in Sofia, Institute for Market Economics. We were introducing the currency board in my country, and the only help we received, practical help, was from the Central Bank of Argentina. So, and the communication for a month in '97 was direct, with the board members of the Central Bank in Argentina, and we succeeded, coping Argentina very well. Okay, the brief answer is that the economy of most of the European Union countries is doing relatively okay. Some of the European Union countries, especially the new members, the so-called ex-communist members, are doing much better than the rest of Europe because of one very simple reason. We fixed the constitutional issues very promptly immediately after the collapse of the Berlin Wall. We did not have cash to have a big government, and the only way to compete with the, say, quasi-taxes of the European Union, which is based on regulations and then regulations and regulations, the only way for us to make some headway in prosperity was to liberalize, liberalize, and liberalize. When we advise now the Western European countries to liberalize, liberalize, and liberalize, their governments basically sit and try to choose from which of the three to start. We did not have that luxury to maneuver, and we basically started, from liberalizing, and liberalizing. If you take the history, economic history, including, statistical economic history, all of the countries of ex-communist Europe, including those which are no members of the Union, our longest period of economic prosperity and economic development and economic growth measured, by all the strict measures, has happened in the last 30 years. For Bulgaria emerged as an independent country in the late 70s of the 19th century. The last actually almost 30 years, since '98, after we introduced the currency board and then simplified the taxes, this is the longest period of prosperity in Bulgaria's history. The same is the case with Poland, the same is the case with all other countries, Romania, to some extent Hungary, but they went into some sort of a nowhere, in the last couple of years. But for all of the countries, the period after 96, 98 for Bulgaria is the longest period of economic prosperity. Just an example of Bulgaria. Since 2001 until today, the wealth per person, which is basically GDP divided on the old people, or old people meaning after 18 years of age, had grown 14 times. 14 times. So, of course, here it's an average data. You have, the rich people, you have the poor people, that sort of stuff. But the poor people in Bulgaria in '97 were basically at the level of Argentina in probably 2022. 40% of the population in extreme poverty. Now they're 0.5% of the population. So similar is the story in all other countries. Bulgaria is somewhat different because we had an attempt for introducing the central planning, in the middle of the 90s, when everybody else, was doing relatively okay. But Bulgarian voters elected, the ex-communists, and they destroyed the economy. So nothing is perfect. Bulgarian voters elected this year, again the ex-communists, and we are in the same effort to fix the issues and the challenges and put the country back to normalcy. I think Argentina is the most interesting country in the world at the moment, from the point of view of the challenges, the government and the people shall face and resolve. The good thing about Argentina, nobody of Argentinians I met understands, is that you have a peaceful continent. This is not Europe. All the challenges to the world order are far from South America, and this is a very important prerequisite. If we go back to Adam Smith, peace, easy taxes, and tolerable administration of justice. You have peace, you should fix easy taxes, and the tolerable administration of justice, I think, is there. So many of the countries of the former communist camp have issues with the tolerable administration of justice. So the two of the Adam Smithian prerequisites of prosperity are here. So what you need to resolve is easy taxes. The Argentinian tax system is absolutely complicated. It is one of the most complicated in the world. It's more complicated than the tax system of Cuba. So it's more complicated even than the tax system of Italy. So, but I think, the moment Argentina lives now must not be, it's a window of opportunity, it must not be missed. Because if the wave of recovery and first steps to prosperity are missed, then people will be tired of starting it over again. Thank you for inviting me.